Hi Disciples! Today we're learning Coldplay's Up and Up. The first part that we're learning is really simple. It sounds like this. And it's a 4-chord loop, and I made it look way more complicated than it needs to be. I'm going to show you, actually break that down and show you how you can do that too. But it's really 4 simple chords, and in fact it's the same chord progression as Drops of Jupiter. Hey, I don't remember the lyrics, but you probably recognize the tune. So those 4 chords, I'm going to show you those chords and I'll show you how to sort of dress them up. So the first thing you need is a G chord. So in your left hand, G, D, and G. And in your right hand, B, D, and G. You're going to move everything down, and you're going to, I roll for some reason when I play these, but you've got an E, an A, a D, an A, and a D in your left hand. Ooh, close. An F sharp, an A, and a D in your right hand, so that's for that D chord. You're going to slide everything to the right a little bit, all white notes. You're going to play an E minor chord, so that's E, B, E in your left hand, G, B, and E in your right hand. And you finish that 4-chord loop on a C. I'm sort of leaving my 2 finger where it is and sliding everything else relative to that. So you've got a C, a G, and a C in your left hand. You've got an E, you get that same G that you were playing before, and another C with your right hand. Of course, you can always drop out some of those outside notes if your hands aren't quite wide enough to get all those notes. And that's your 4-chord loop, and you just would loop it. So you go back to the top, G, to the D, to the E minor, there's that E minor, and then to the C. Now, what I'm doing to dress it up, it's best if you think about each chord as in terms of numbers. So here's your G chord, that first chord in the loop, and you've got, if you think about the G as the 1, the B as the 3, and the D as the 5, the 1, 3, 5. And you know that these 2 notes in the middle here, in the between, are the 2 and the 4. And that helps you remember how to sort of think about playing this dress up. So you're going to think about this as passing notes. You're just going to go from that A, for example, and you're going to end up on the B. You want to make sure that this is the chord you're expressing. But you can have these little passing notes on nearby notes, near that 3. And you can do the same thing for every chord. So here's the D chord. This is your 2 and this is your 4. So for the E minor, the 2 is this F sharp and this A. And then that C chord, this is your 2. And your F can be the 4. Okay, so that's how you can sort of dress it up. If that's too much, then don't worry about it. You can just play the block chords and even add a little bit of rhythmic variety to that. All right, so that's the first chunk. The second chunk is very, very similar to the first chunk. It's just one different chord. So the first 2 chords totally the same. You've got that G, 3, 4, and then you've got a D, 2, 3, 4. Now instead of moving up to the E minor, you're gonna go a little bit further and play an F major. So you've got F, C, F in your left hand, A, C, F in your right hand, and you're still gonna end on the C just like in the other loop. So here's what it sounds like in context, and this is the majority of the end, like sort of like the second half of the song, plays this second loop a whole lot more. So it's like this. Probably hear how those 2s and those 4s are really kind of working pretty well for this song. And there's one other, that sort of trick that I'm getting sort of a little sparkle on that F chord. If you think about the F chord in more than 1 octave, so here's just an example with 2 octaves, you've got 6 notes. And if you think about from the top down, just taking out the middle one and looking at 2 notes at a time. So you've got these 2. And then you sort of slide everything down. So then you play these 2 and take this one out. I'm sorry, these two. So if these are the 6 notes you're gonna play, I'll sort of show you in pieces. You play these two, and then these two, and then these two, and then these two. I'm holding them down so you can still see. Hopefully you can see the overlay. You can sort of get a sense for what the pattern is. It's just walking down those notes in that pattern. So you're skipping one and you're going down, skipping one and going down. And you can get a nice effect that way. Hey, thanks for watching. I want to let you know that this video is made possible by the generous support of my patrons, members of joeraciti.com, and by my awesome subscriber base. Thank you all so much for your support. It means so much to me. If you want to take your support to the next level, if you think that my goal of bringing high quality music education to the entire world is a meaningful goal and one that we can accomplish together, I hope you'll consider taking one of those 3 basic actions to support me. They're small things to do, but they make a huge difference. I'm one person creating many, many videos for the whole world. Every little bit of support counts. So I hope you'll consider. Check out the annotations in this video over, oh, here we go. Woo! Check out these annotations and check out the links in the description field of the video. Those 3 actions do a lot for me. I'll see you again really soon. Bye-bye. Don't forget about the links. Bye-bye. And they're in the description too. Bye. And you know, you can stick around for a little while. I mean, if you want to see me make a total fool out of myself. Also, it's about to rain, so I'll probably get totally soaked in a second if you just wait long enough. Actually, maybe you should just click on the links and go, because it's going to be embarrassing and I'm going to get wet and it's going to look weird. You know, I just think, you should probably just leave. Yeah. I'm going to leave soon, so you probably should. Bye.